Welcome to the Trovato Associates. My name is Jamie Trovato. Today I'm going to share with you some of the most important things to know about flood insurance. This video is intended for flood insurance policyholders, realtors, attorneys, mortgage brokers, and of course insurance agencies. And I'm going to use this map that you see to explain the flood insurance process. I'm also going to talk about the differences between private flood insurance and the National Flood Insurance Program, commonly referred to as the NFIP. If you've ever been impacted by flood insurance, you may find this information extremely helpful. So typically this is what happens. You're either purchasing or refinancing your property. The underwriter for the bank has done a flood search. It just so happens a section of your property is in a flood zone. And that's when you find out you need flood insurance. And by that time, it's too late. And what I mean by that is you've already made your purchase offer, you're already well through the refinance process or new purchase process, and you're knee deep in it. So you have no choice but to buy flood insurance. And obviously this is where we come in and we help a lot of customers, either by helping them buy it through the National Flood Insurance Program or buy it through a private flood insurance company. It's important to understand whether you're a conventional loan or your FHA or your VA. If you're conventional, you're eligible to buy through the alternative to the NFIP, which is private flood insurance. That typically makes you eligible for a lot better rate. Obviously, if you're FHA and you're VA, you're a government loan, they want you to buy it through the government program. Now, what you need to know specifically about flood insurance is what type of flood zone are you in? Are you in the AE, the A, the C, or an X? Anything that starts with an A is the worst flood zone you can be in, and it's typically more premium. If you're in C, although it's not an emergency zone, usually banks still require you to maintain flood insurance for the life of the mortgage. And X is everything other than that. So you're safe if it's an X. Some of the things that you can do to offset or lower your flood insurance if you feel like your property is elevated enough where it's not impacted by the flood zone is you can obtain your own elevation certificate. This will specifically tell the flood insurance program how high your house is above the flood zone, and it'll lower your premiums. But there's a cost to that. It's typically $700 to $800. Some other important things to know is you can't switch flood insurance mid-term. You have to wait till the policy renewal, unless you're refinancing or obviously buying a new property. And if you just want to buy flood insurance because you know there's inclement weather on the way, you have to wait 30 days in order for your policy to be effective. If your property is a commercial business, you can't buy private flood insurance. You have to buy it from the NFIP. This area right here, and how you could see zone A, how it's this almost like this bootleg over here, and it's touching these few properties. These are customers that are impacted by flood insurance in the flood zone. This is something that can sneak up on a homeowner when they're refinancing or they're buying a new property. You can see their neighbors are in zone X, but you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 properties, and possibly 6. You know, this one, it shows it's just touching the backyard. That's when they find out they need flood insurance. Again, I'm going to put links to all this stuff in the description below. You can find out more information by visiting our webpage. And if you ever need help with this, you can certainly call our office. You can live text, chat with us at any time. Do me a favor, subscribe to our channel. We'll provide more helpful, useful information like this in the future. We look forward to hearing from you if you have any questions. Thank you so much, and I hope you found this helpful.